It looks really good.
Well,
I like
amazing. I'm so happy with this plane. This is my favorite of the super easies that I've made so far. I've done 6. I've done the butterfly, the squirrel, the eagle, the plank, the V-tail, and now this easy canard.
How easy would you say the super easies are?
So the plank,
you were supposed to say super.
Super easy. Super. I would say super. What would you guys think if I told you these 3 planes with motors, batteries, and all were under $100? Not each, but total. That's awesome. And cherry on top, these are made in America. Abby, the plank took me about 15 minutes to build from flat foam to being an airplane, and another 10 minutes to put the electronics on. So under a half hour. Now that is after I've built 4 before that, like the other super easy things. But that was the first time building the plank, and I just can't believe 3 parts gets an airplane in the air. I think this one was 4 or 5. I mean, every single one of these, from paint to lights to electronics, each one takes me, while watching and pausing the build video, takes me under an hour to get one from flat foam to painted to like exactly what you see here, which is crazy. So I love it. I love these. They're made in America. If you use our link to buy it, you let Flite Tests know that you want to see more of their stuff on our channel. It does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. It comes with the stuff to put the plane together. It takes only about 15 to 30 minutes or so. A battery for each one. That's 3 batteries. Flight control board and receiver and flight stabilizer. And then 2 motors for each plane. $90. And that's with this controller that can fly all 3 of them. I think that's amazing. Like I said, these are made in America. So when you buy these, you're supporting an American company. The foam itself is manufactured in America, which I think is awesome. And an American family and channel, as well as ours, when you use the link in the description box below. Today we're gonna Maiden all 3 of these. I'm very proud of them. As a matter of fact, we just recently did a build video of this one on the channel. I thought it'd be fun. Abby was super sick. She's still kind of sick. That's why she's not talking. And I want to Maiden this one first just to see how it goes, because I did a build of this exact V-tail airplane with you guys on our channel. So let's do this one first. But I'm so pumped about this one because I tried a little something different with the spray paint. I did a 2-tone, obviously. I think that's pretty cool. It's literally just red down and then blue stripes on top of it. And I added a clear coat on top of that. So if you want to know what kind of paint I used, ask me in the comments and I will let you know. It turned out really well. Feels good and dry and not sticky or tacky at all. So hopefully that holds up well. By the way, that's called a plank. Did you notice there's only 1 wing? There's no elevator in the back or in the front. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And this one I love. I love that green metal that I did to this. It almost looks like one of those old green metal toolboxes. Abby said it looked like a Marshall airplane, but this one is a canard. It's so much fun. Yes, I know. And the cool thing about this one is that I tried striping for the first time. So this is painter's tape, and Flite Test gives you little plasticky kind of tapey strips for your wires. I thought I would see how that did with striping. Turns out not so good. So I highly recommend painter's tape if you want to do striping. And there's one more unique thing about this plane. I'm so proud of it. I added the LED strips that are actually included in this flight kit too. So you get green, you get red, and you get blue. And I decided to put 2 green ones on this just because I thought it would look cool. Because I added those lights to that rear main wing, I also had to add counterweight to the front to balance this thing. So fingers crossed that all of my creations will fly in today's video. We're losing sunlight, so let's go.
I think the viewers at home are gonna have to help me say it today, Nate.
Yes, I'm so sorry, Abby.
All right, everybody. Launch with confidence. Launch-fidence. Let's go.
Oh, man.
You should have committed more confidence enough. Yeah, more confidence. I can't talk. Get it. Chuck it. There. In the air. Oh boy. Make it gain more altitude. Oh.
Got it. Needed a strong hand launch.
My goodness.
I do think I need maybe, like Abby said, I don't know, maybe a little less nose weight. I could shave off some nose weight or something, but now that it's in the air, it's flying really good. And I made this thing, so winded, but man, that's a proud moment. And we might not get to fly this one too long for multiple reasons, but I know we got a full
slowly
scale.
losing altitude.
Slowly. Yes, I don't know.
It's maintaining.
There we go, we're maintaining. We're maintaining, we're slowly climbing.
There you go.
But I also know a full scale's coming in, so we're not gonna stay in the air too long. Just gonna cruise it around nicely, and then we'll have a nice grass landing, and we might get to see our full scale buddy land possibly. Gotta listen to the radio again and make sure he is actually coming in, but this is flying great. I made this. I just needed a strong hand launch. Look at the little rainbow spot out there, right there, right below me, right there. See it?
Yep.
Yeah, and we're gaining altitude, Abby.
You
it's
got
just
it.
slow. I need to shave off some nose weight, I think, and this will fly a little better. I might have used a little too much hot glue. I could just pull the battery back some. That would probably help actually, but we're doing good. We're cruising along. I made this airplane on camera with our viewers. So
Well, I slept.
I'm happy about that. That's a flying airplane. Okay, let's cruise it around. I'm gonna land it. It's super tough, I guess, so I'll just, after this curve, after this bank, I'm gonna throttle down some. We'll slowly lose altitude and plop it down right beside us, and then listen for full scale again. Here we go. Throttle down. Look at our gliding tendencies here. We can still steer it even at 0 throttle. We'll throttle up some and just let it come down. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm happy.
Good job. Good job. Full scale is in visual sight right there. Let's see if he'll radio again. He knows we're here, so I'm guessing he'll check the runway before he comes in for a landing. Definitely not gonna land right after the numbers. And this is why we don't film back here. To hide the airport name under my hand.
That was nice. Good landing.
You got it. You got the plank. Launch with plankfidence. I'm hilarious. That one has lift.
Yes, it does. I feel like I got way more control over this one. I'm surprised too, because I didn't think the plank would have any control. Like, you would think it'd be so minimalistic, but as long as we're cruising at about half throttle, this one's nice. I like the plank a lot. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with my paint job too. I'll get it a bit lower here. Zero throttle or really, really low throttle. Now, I do have a little bit of a right pull, but it's not anything that I can't compensate for while flying. That's great, isn't it?
You're
I like the
flying
little
it.
shark tail for the vertical stabilizer. And I'm in high rates, so I mean, I really have a lot of control over this. For just something that has differential thrust. There's no moving control surfaces. That's really cool. I mean, I feel like I've got ample control over this one. I'm really surprised the V-tail didn't have as much control as this. This might be one of my favorite ones to fly. The Eagle from the Nature Pack was one of my favorites. Felt like I had a ton of control over it, but this plank, it's so simple too. Abby, this plane had 3 pieces. It's got a fuselage, the wing, and then a fuselage doubler, which just gives you some reinforcement and weight in the front. And that also gives you like a platform for the battery and stuff to sit in. So
This is really neat that you can learn about 3 different types of aircraft in one pack.
Yep.
For such a low price.
I agree.
Because like if you were buying this for a STEM class, you know, 3 kids could each have a plane for $33. That's pretty cool.
And that's everything. That's with lights. I opted out of putting lights on this one and the other. I still have 2 red lights and 2 blue lights. I can mix and match them if I want, or I could do this plane all red, the other one all blue, or whatever. And you can mount them wherever you want. I'm thoroughly enjoying flying this plane. It's really nice. I'll bet you this has enough control. It can almost pull off a loop. You want me to try it?
Loopfidence.
Loopfidence. Here we go. So what I'll do is gain altitude and then cut back on throttle so it dives as steep as I can get it. And then juice it hard and try to start getting into this like a little bit of up and down here. Let's see if I can do it. 0 throttle. And then full throttle.
No.
And then do it again. 0 throttle. And now full throttle. I don't think I'm going to get a loop, but that's cool, isn't it?
You need the hand of God to make that happen. to just flick you over.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. It's still really cool. That's how much I feel like this just has tons of control. So I'm really happy with it. That's in high rates. Let's land it in the grass, and then I'm so pumped to see how my lights work on my military looking plane. Let's go.
Nice. And now we have the cool runway lights while we film. It's always nice.
I'm a little nervous about this one because of the weight and seeing how the other one felt, like just not underpowered, but not as powerful as that plank. So this is the one I like the most. Oh, the lights look so good. Look at that, Abby. Look at the lights on it.
That's cool.
Don't they look really good?
Very.
It only took me, all three of these took me realistically, I'll tell you.
One Abby sickness. That's all it took. Launch with canardfidence. Let's go. Yay. So did you not have to switch your controls, or does the board just know?
What do you mean the controls?
Up is down and down is up on canards.
This one's fine.
You remember, or did you already forget?
Yeah, this one's fine. High rates.
Why?
I needed high rates.
It just knows?
This one doesn't have moving control surfaces, that's why.
Oh,
Stiff
I
front
see.
of the airplane.
That
Look at my
makes
green
sense.
light, Abby.
It looks really good. I like
amazing.
the lights.
I'm so happy with this plane. This is my favorite of the super easies that I've made so far. I've done 6. I've done the butterfly, the squirrel, the eagle, the plank, the V-tail, and now this easy canard.
How easy would you say the super easies are?
So the plank,
you were supposed to say super.
Super easy. Super. I would say super. Abby, the plank took me about 15 minutes to build from flat foam to being an airplane, and another 10 minutes to put the electronics on. So under a half hour. Now that is after I've built 4 before that, like the other super easy things. But that was the first time building the plank, and I just can't believe 3 parts gets an airplane in the air. I think this one was 4 or 5. I mean, every single one of these, from paint to lights to electronics, each one takes me, while watching and pausing the build video, takes me under an hour to get one from flat foam to painted to like exactly what you see here, which is crazy. So I love it. I love these. They're made in America. If you use our link to buy it, you let Flite Tests know that you want to see more of their stuff on our channel. It does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. And that's our full-scale pilot back there, just enjoying watching me fly a little bit. Not a lot of people get to see lights on a plane like this. I mean, this is a pretty cool little treat. Just
give us a low flyby with the runway lights.
Oh, okay, let's do it. How low do you want me to go? I wish I had lights in the back now too.
Turn around, turn around, come that way.
What a beautiful day.
Left hand turn, left hand turn.
Turn them tight. You know, I have limited control. I've just got these 2 little motors. One spins faster than the other. I'll bring it in a left hand turn and bring it down the runway some.
Ready? Are you ready?
Left hand turn. Oh, no. Too much, too much. I have limited controllability here.
I'm not much of a hype person today.
Isn't that awesome?
It looks good.
It looks amazing. Here, I would buzz him, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Fly behind the fly line.
I could fly this one till the battery died, but I think it's time to land it, guys. So let's put it down in the grass back here. Here we go. And 0 throttle. Oh, it's perfect.
Very
I
nice.
love that one. So I built the F-22 Raptor, and that one took me like 3 hours, I think, to build. I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 hours, and I was very proud of that. But I'll be honest with you, I think it's the lights and the paint job that do it for me on this one. Maybe a grand total with painting and striping, grand total from opening the wrap around this to flying it, maybe an hour and a half. And I mean, that's counting pause time to help Amelia open her slime from Christmas. Every minute to get this in the air, and I am very inexperienced at building these things, and I just really love this airplane. I think it looks cool. I love that metal look that I went for on this, and there's just something about this. I'm super proud of it, and it flew well. I think this one was the best flying one. I took the time to get a really nice CG with that weight in the front. That's just because I put the lights back there. The full-scale pilot that you guys saw land, hopefully we'll have included that shot for you.
It was a terrible shot. I was trying to hide the airport name.
That's fine. He drove up when we know him. He's a nice guy. And it's good to know the full-scale pilot's here. Great smooth landing, by the way. Super awesome landing. He did a good job. He pulled up and he said, well, that's really neat. You know, it looks like maybe you made that. And I said, yeah, it's, believe it or not, you get this and everything you need for under $100. And he's like, man, you can get that for under $100? Fly a plane? That's amazing. I said, no, it comes with 2 more planes. You get 3 planes for under $100. His mind was blown. He said, send me a link, I got to buy one. So that is just how cool this hobby is. And I think anyone that shares a passion for aviation kind of understands just how cool that really is. You can get someone hooked in the hobby and have a crash-worthy airplane, right? So you learn with the first one and crash a bunch. And you can take the electronics out of that one and buy another of these super easy planes for, I think it's 20 bucks or less for just one individual plane. And so let's say we crash one of these beyond repair, which would be so hard to do. We can save those electronics, build another plane in 15 minutes. Maybe you want to try the Eagle after you've crashed this one beyond repair. And it's easy to do. I think that's just so beautiful about this hobby. You can enjoy this hobby on a budget too. And there's even flight tech in this. It's, listen. Isn't that cool? That's not me, that's the flight stabilizer. So if you get a gust of wind, it tries to compensate for that. Very awesome setup. They've knocked a home run on this one. And I just ask you guys, it's a plain and simple ask. If you're going to buy something from Flight Test, I simply ask that you click our link and buy it through our link. But also, before you do that, please turn off your ad blocker and Honey or any other plugin like Honey that's like a coupon finder, because what they're doing is stealing our commission. So Flight Test likes to know that if we're telling people about Flight Test, they can work with us. And if these cookie stealers, these commission stealers come in, then Flight Test has no idea that we told you guys about them. We make 0 commission off of it. And this huge company like PayPal, which owns Honey, just literally steals the money. So Flight Test is going to pay Honey instead of us for that click. That's how it works. So please turn it off. I hate that I have to ask you guys about this, but I know there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people that like to support us or other YouTubers, not even RC people. Maybe you have a fishing channel you like to watch. Please do the same for them too. I hate that we're having to talk about it, but it is what's happening now, and it's kind of blowing up all over the world. So click the link and you help to support us, and we thank you. I also want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this awesome evening. It's been horrible weather. Abby's been sick for 3 days in a row. And tomorrow we have horrible weather coming again, which is why I did a build video. But we had a nice break in the weather to come out here and fly these 3 planes and have a blast with you guys. And I just say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with the day, the time, the opportunity to jump in front of the camera to let you guys know that we love you, we care about you, God loves you, and I hope you're having a great day. I want to say a final thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you want to see more Flight Test planes, we'll have a hand-picked video, probably the build video of one of these planes that we did, popping up right about now. I want you guys to see how easy these things are to build. We'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.